Alright, it's my video going over my assignment that I just completed for the Swagger API documentation. Wanted to go ahead and show you how I implemented that here. So I installed Swagger, AutoGen, and Swagger UI. I have those both as dependencies in JSON, as you can see here. And in server.js, I've got both of those as constants required. Also have an app use for it here. To get Swagger UI to work as a view in the browser. And I created this swagger.js here to handle all of the auto generation of Swagger docs through Swagger AutoGen. And in my route here, my contacts route, I added Swagger documentation tags to all of my routes. So we've got get all contacts, get contact by ID, create contact, update contact, and delete contact. So we've got all of those, and each of those tells this how to create the Swagger documentation, which is in its own JSON here. So we've got all of that. And so also in JSON, I created a script to run Swagger in order to auto-generate and auto-update the JSON file that I have here. So you can see I've already done that. So I've already updated it, so this should be the most up-to-date one. We're going to go ahead and run npm start. So we've got my localhost running on port 3000. So we're going to go localhost 3000 API docs. So, of course, here we've got the Swagger UI to show all of the interactive UI for all of my requests, which we have here. So we've got get all contacts, show that running, pulls all of the contacts in the database. Get contact by a specific ID, so we'll just copy this ID here. So for specific, get contact by specific ID, we'll enter that ID, and then we see it pulls this one here. To create a new contact, see it generates some automatic stuff for us here. We see it creates a new one. To update a contact, we'll enter this same ID that we used in get contact by specific ID. That's for this contact up here. We'll execute. Hang on. Let's do a different one. Okay, well, that one doesn't totally properly work, but it should. Oh, yes it does. Here we have that here. And then if we wanted to delete that same contact, we do that with this, and we see that it successfully deletes the contact. So we have delete, update, get specific one by ID, update a contact, and get all of the contacts. And I do have this on my render deployment and tried for several hours to get it to work. in my render deployment of the project. And of course, despite all my troubleshooting, it still doesn't work. So I have it at least up and visible and interactive. It just, for some reason, doesn't work the same as it does in my local host. But it does work here. So we at least have those ones. But yeah, the render site is live and it still shows. But yeah, that's what I've got. Thanks.